little late, but better late than even later. So we're looking at Fabulous Lives of Bollywood Wives.
Get it right. Get it right.
Official trailer, Netflix India. Hello, people. I'm Jaby KOAY, joined by ACHARA KIRK.
Yo.
And this is a reality TV thing that actually intrigued me. I have no idea what we're in for, but I am damn curious. Thank you, Netflix India, for producing some interesting content for India. Not to say that India's not already producing interesting content, just a disclaimer. Okay, here we go.
She's such a moron. You're a
Oh, wow.
fat bully. Oh my God, get over it.
Who are they married to?
People have this misconception about us that we have these oh so glamorous lives, but that's not really true. Our lives can be quite mundane.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Most people go shopping in a Rolls Royce. Any other mode of transportation? I don't know.
How about an auto rickshaw?
Who kept buzzing? What the hell is with that? I mean, stupid cow.
I occasionally DM Kim Kardashian. I don't say anything, I send pictures.
I'm not a stalker, but I do like to check out my Juhu neighborhood. I mean, you guys will thank me.
I keep on getting the one-off offer to come back into movies.
I cannot sleep alone. My biggest fear is fear of ghosts.
I don't know, I just don't know how to react to that. Seema, she also gets my goat sometimes.
You know what? I don't want to get involved.
Obviously,
That's
I
not
don't.
enough. Of course it's an answer. She's taken a lot of pot shots at me.
This is insane. They've been my friends for 25 odd years.
We're actually ridiculous.
But altogether, it's fabulous.
Oh.
It's a freaking nightmare.
What? Kids,
Husbands.
even more.
Be quiet.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Listen, he's stalking me. He's following us. I think it's a little scary. Oh my God.
No. Why?
You have...
I look amazing.
Why ask for an opinion if you're just gonna do it anyway?
So hostile with each other.
I know, but you know what? This.
I want to watch it. I want to watch it.
Really?
I want to watch this. This looks like a lot of fun.
This is like your very typical reality TV show, which is just.
Don't ruin it for me, ACHARA. I like
Like-
it. Don't ruin it. I like it. I'm into
know.
it. I'm into it.
What?
Don't. It's fine. I
Orange
like it.
County Wives or whatever. I never
I'm into
really
it.
watched those shows.
I don't know why, but I'm so curious about this for some odd reason. Like, I don't give a shit about the American reality counterparts. This looks fascinating to me. And I like the vitriol they have with each other. Just like, there's so much beef. You know, I guess you don't think of it. It's obvious now, you know, in retrospect, but you don't think of the upper echelon of Indian celebrities having these kinds of quarrels and whatnot, but then you realize, well, everyone does. Everyone's got their bullshit. At the very beginning of the video, she was like, you know, we lead pretty mundane lives, and I understand your response to it, but the fact of the matter is, at any stage of wealth or whatever, at some point, it does get kind of mundane.
Well, yeah, of course.
You know?
No, I was just kind of pointing out what they did in the edit there. But yeah, no, for sure. Like at some point, it does become a daily grind. You wake up, your butler makes you tea and coffee. You sit down, someone does your hair for you. You know, it just becomes super normal.
Right. Whatever. Yeah. Exactly. And I mean, hold on. Now that's gonna translate weird. So basically, you get acclimated to whatever it is that lifestyle.
That's
maybe.
your life. Yeah.
That is why in America, when you have a couple that gets divorced and one is making substantially more money than the other, they make sure that the partner who makes more money is giving alimony to the person who isn't making so much money to maintain their lifestyle that they have become accustomed to, which I think is really weird. It's super bizarre. Like, you know, a basketball player who's making millions of dollars, if they divorce their wife, they have to pay, alimony to their wife. It's like, that woman never, made a layup in her life. She never shot a basket, but he's got to pay money to her. Anyway, that's all beside the point. By the way, I didn't make that up. That was a Bill Burr reference. What I'm trying to get at is, I understand why she said what she said. It's that, like, you get acclimated to certain things and you lose appreciation for what other people don't have.
But I mean, this being a reality TV show, I know for sure that there are certain things that the producers are doing to create drama, to like make a story, a narrative.
Do they have to though? I mean, you're dealing with really, really rich people who are, forgive me for using this word, who are quite spoiled. They've become accustomed to this lifestyle.
Yeah.
It's like, do you really have to,
But you also need
gin it up?
You need to cast the people who are gonna have that attitude. I mean, I don't know who all of these women are, so
I don't know who any of them are.
Yeah, and so that woman who was all like, "What do you mean no? Like, I look fabulous." Like you need people who have that much confidence and who are not afraid of conflict and being out there, because you can't cast someone who's just nice.
Okay, let's break this down. So Seema Khan is married to Sohail Khan, and they are discussing having an open marriage.
Okay.
I hope that faction in the show. That would be amazing. Mahip Kapoor is married to, where is it? Sanjay Kapoor. Yeah, I saw him and I was like, okay.
Yeah, he looked familiar.
He looks super familiar. Okay, Bhavya Pandey, or Pandy.
Does he have any relation to Anil Kapoor?
I would imagine they look so much alike.
Really
they look so goddamn alike.
Yeah.
That's the reference to the, what is it, the Mario Nintendo game thing?
Oh yeah.
They look so goddamn alike. Bhavya Pandey. Bhavna.
Chunky Pandy. Oh, okay, so he's an actor.
What a name.
Chunky.
Yeah. Well, his real name is Suyash Pandey. And then Neelam Kothari Soni.
She's a jewelry designer and former actress.
Husband is Samir Soni. So here's the thing about these kinds of shows. And I mean, this is true at least in America, where, okay, Dancing with the Stars. Who are these stars? A lot of times there are people who are trying to basically reestablish themselves and reclaim some of that, former fame that they had. Eric Estrada was the star of Chips, and then he ended up on a reality show.
Yeah.
I forgot what it was called.
I mean, it's a great way to kickstart your career if you've kind of been well known but then disappeared for a while, and then you do a reality TV show, and then all of a sudden you're back on everybody's radars again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of benefits here, right? You get to have a peek into their lifestyle.
Yeah. Live vicariously through the show.
Right. You get to judge them if you want to judge them. If you want that, you get the entertainment value of their bickering with each other.
Yeah.
And they get to become more famous, because at the end of the day, that's what this comes down to, is they are increasing their profile, their exposure, their brand recognizability.
Yeah.
And so as a result, don't be surprised if any of these four ladies end up like with other stuff that they start selling as a result, and you're gonna buy it, because why not? I mean, that's what this comes down to, and I'm all for it. It looks like a lot of fun, especially the end bit. I was sold.
Yeah.
She's like,
oh my God.
how do the glasses look? I don't like them. Shut up, bitch, they look awesome. Then walked away, clack, 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 with her heels.
No, it's good editing too, and you'll see this anytime, like often when people have been in reality TV shows, like what did we watch? Love is Blind.
Love is Blind.
And then
Love on the Spectrum.
And Love on the Spectrum. But then after Love is Blind, some of the people in it were coming out. And I've heard this as well for the other Indian show, Indian Matchmaking. Like some people came out and they were like, it wasn't actually like that, but the producers edited it a certain way.
That's with every reality show, though.
So it creates a narrative, it creates a character, but you have to, because it has to be compelling. Like you want to establish someone as the bad guy. They're only going to show like all your best bitchy moments, and then you need to establish someone as like the nice one, and then it's just going to favor that, and so it's just creating a story out of all these situations.
No one should be shocked about that ever, about anything.
Yeah, like
ever.
If you sign up to do this.
But it's not just that, it's journalism is about that. You're trying to create a narrative. If you're doing a documentary, you're creating a narrative. It's a biased perspective on a certain idea, and you're creating a narrative. You're selling an idea.
Yeah.
So reality TV is no different. With reality TV, you're shooting a bunch of stuff haphazardly and hoping something is you're able to cobble something together, a story that is compelling, and use music and sound effects and like fancy editing, and then you make it look like there was more beef with the people than there actually was.
Yeah.
And so that's just what it is. Interestingly, I so badly want to watch this, and the votes are so divisive.
Wow.
27,000 up and 23,000 down. So I am definitely I'm upvoting this. I'm definitely on the upvote of this because I'm not generally into reality TV.
Really, but I'm getting you like acclimated slowly. I feel like I'm opening up that door. I want to take credit.
Be careful who you hang around with. You'll get stupider by the minute. I wasn't referring to you.
That's awkward. It's just a guilty pleasure, okay? Sometimes you just want to switch off and watch something that's like kind of ridiculous. I think that fulfills that.
I'm constantly trying to elevate ACHARA. I'm like, let's listen to this Joe Rogan podcast where he's arguing with Brian Dunning and they're having this like intellectual boxing match. And ACHARA's like, that's great. Let me do my nails. But yeah, I'm with it, it's fun. I mean, this is something I would watch on fast mode probably, unless I'm doing a watch along, but it looks like fun. I'll give it at least an episode to see where it goes. If the editing's good, I think Netflix India is actually doing a good job with their reality shows. They're more compelling. I mean, I grew up being exposed to reality shows and the commercials never did anything for me. Whereas the reality shows from Netflix actually feel interesting.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, reality shows have been around for a long time now, so people understand what people want to see, and what format to do.
Right, and I mean, the production value has gone up considerably.
Yeah.
And the way in which they're produced has gone up considerably.
Yeah, because it feels like a real show.
It's important to take this with a grain of salt, just like when you read the newspaper. For any of you who are old enough to know what a newspaper is, you have to take it with a grain of salt. Journalism, it's like everything is being told from a narrative, from a perspective. It's designed to keep your interest. Very rarely will you get something that is unbiased and simply factual, reporting what has happened. Usually there is some kind of thing involved because they have to sell sponsors.
Right.
That's that at the end of the day. Anyways, you guys, thanks so much for hanging out. Hopefully you enjoyed some of that. Check out ACHARA KIRK on the social media and subscribe. Check out our other reactions, reviews, short films, vlogs, and interviews. I'm Jaby KOAY. This is
ACHARA KIRK.
Peace out.